Hello, my friend. Harold was 72 when a simple trip to the mailbox changed everything. He stepped off the curb like he had done 1,000 times before. But this time, something gave out. His leg buckled, and he fell, hard. At the ER, doctors told him he had fractured his hip. Not because he was clumsy. Not because he wasn't careful. But because his bones were fragile. Weaker than he realized. The worst part? He didn't even know it was happening. Like so many older adults, Harold had no pain, no warning. His bones had quietly thinned over the years, hollowing out, becoming brittle from the inside. And when that moment came, they just couldn't hold him anymore. Recovery was long. Painful. He lost some of his independence. And his confidence. But what if I told you there was something simple, something natural, you could start doing right now that could make all the difference? You see, we've been told for years that milk and calcium pills are enough to keep our bones strong. But for many people over 60, that's not working. And doctors are quietly realizing it, too. There's one food, yes, just one, that delivers the right nutrients in a way your body can actually use. It's not expensive. It's not exotic. And when added to your daily routine, it can begin to rebuild what age has quietly taken away. In today's video, we're going to reveal this powerful food. We'll explain why it works, how it helps you regain strength from the inside out, and how to use it simply, every single day. Because you deserve to feel steady, safe, and strong again. Let's take back control, starting with what's on your plate. The silent bone crisis after 60, what you must know. Most people don't realize it, but by the time you're 60, your bones have already begun a slow and steady decline. In fact, after age 50, women can lose up to 1% of their bone density every year. For men, it's a little slower, but still significant. This creeping loss isn't something you can feel, it doesn't cause pain, it doesn't show up in your daily life. Until something breaks. This condition is called osteopenia when it's mild, and osteoporosis when it becomes more serious. Both are shockingly common. According to the National Osteoporosis Foundation, over 10 million Americans already have osteoporosis, and another 44 million have low bone mass, putting them at serious risk. And yet, most people over 60 are still treating their bones like they're made of steel, pushing through chores, carrying groceries, getting up on step stools, without realizing their bones are growing more fragile by the year. So, what's going wrong? For decades, we've been told to drink milk or take a calcium supplement and everything would be fine. But new research is turning that advice on its head. Calcium is important, yes, but it's only one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Your bones need a full team of nutrients to stay strong: magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin K2, phosphorus, collagen, and protein all play a critical role. Without these, calcium can't be absorbed properly. Worse, it may end up in the wrong places, like your arteries instead of your bones. Even more troubling, many seniors take calcium pills without any form of balance. That can cause constipation, heart strain, and in rare cases, even kidney stones. Doctors are starting to realize that bone health requires more than just a pill, it requires the right food, at the right time, in the right form. This is why the food we're going to talk about today is so exciting. It doesn't just offer calcium, it delivers it in a form your body understands. It also brings the full range of minerals and cofactors your bones need to rebuild, not just maintain. It helps stimulate collagen for flexibility, fights inflammation that breaks down bones, and fits easily into a senior's lifestyle without complicated prep. But here's the kicker, most doctors still aren't talking about it. Not because it doesn't work, but because it's a simple, natural food. And there's no money in simple. By the time you finish this video, you'll not only know what that food is, you'll understand exactly why it works, how it supports your body, and how to use it starting today. Because after 60, Your bones deserve more than hope. They deserve real help, from nature, from science, and from your daily habits. Let's dive into the truth behind this overlooked powerhouse. 1. It delivers calcium in a more absorbable form. So, what's this mystery food that can truly rebuild your bones after 60? It's sesame seeds, particularly in the form of tahini, a creamy paste made from ground sesame seeds. Now, before you shrug it off as just a topping for falafel, let's talk about why sesame is earning serious respect from health experts. First, sesame seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of calcium, delivering around 280 milligrams of calcium in just 2 tablespoons of tahini. That's more than a glass of milk, and unlike many calcium-rich foods, sesame contains this mineral in a form that's highly absorbable by the body. Why does absorbability matter? Because taking 1,000 milligrams of calcium doesn't mean your bones are receiving that amount. In fact, without the right enzymes and nutrient companions, most calcium passes through your system or, worse, settles where it shouldn't, like your arteries or kidneys. That's where sesame shines. Sesame seeds also naturally contain phosphorus and healthy fats, which help slow digestion and enhance mineral absorption. They don't spike your blood sugar, and they deliver calcium in the exact ratio nature intended. Here's the part that shocks many doctors. Seniors who consume sesame regularly tend to have stronger bone density scores over time, and fewer fractures. It's not just about the calcium, it's about giving your body a complete package. So rather than reaching for a pill, imagine spreading some tahini on toast or blending it into your morning smoothie. You're not just eating, you're nourishing your bones with what they actually understand. 2. It's packed with magnesium and phosphorus. Calcium may be the headliner, but it can't build bone alone. Think of your bones like concrete. Calcium is the cement, but without sand and water, you don't have a solid structure. That's where magnesium and phosphorus come in, and sesame seeds are rich in both. Let's start with magnesium. Most older adults are severely deficient in this mineral without even knowing it. Yet magnesium plays a critical role in how your body activates vitamin D and regulates calcium movement. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't reach your bones efficiently, no matter how much you consume. Just 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds deliver nearly 65 milligrams of magnesium, giving your body the spark it needs to use calcium correctly. This helps improve bone remodeling, the process where old bone is broken down and new bone is formed. Now let's talk about phosphorus, another unsung hero. Nearly 85% of the phosphorus in your body is found in your bones. It works hand in hand with calcium to create strong, flexible bone tissue. Sesame seeds provide around 110 milligrams of phosphorus per tablespoon, making them one of the most convenient sources for this essential mineral. Together, magnesium and phosphorus make calcium effective. Without them, your bones are just waiting to fail. And the best part? Sesame delivers this mineral trio naturally, no need for complicated timing, separate pills, or expensive supplements. It's a one-stop shop for building your skeletal strength. So if you want to create real, lasting change in your bones, think beyond calcium. Think sesame, the food that knows how to build from the inside out. 3. It supports collagen production, the hidden key to bone flexibility. When people think about bones, they usually imagine something hard and brittle, like a dry stick. But in reality, healthy bones are part mineral and part protein. And the most important protein for bone strength and flexibility? It's collagen. Collagen acts like the scaffolding that holds your bones together. It gives them their structure, flexibility, and shock absorption. Without enough collagen, bones become stiff and fragile, easily broken even in minor accidents. Here's the surprising part: sesame seeds help stimulate natural collagen production. They contain specific amino acids, like glycine and proline, which are the building blocks your body needs to create collagen. Even better, Sesame is also rich in zinc and copper, two minerals that are essential for forming and stabilizing collagen fibers. Zinc deficiency, which is common in older adults, can slow down bone repair and weaken structural support. But just 1 ounce of sesame seeds gives you over 20% of your daily zinc needs. That's powerful nutrition packed in a very small package. Collagen doesn't just benefit your bones, it's also great for joints, skin, and connective tissues. Seniors who increase collagen-rich foods like sesame often report fewer aches and better mobility. It's not a miracle, it's just what happens when your body is finally getting what it needs to rebuild properly. So if you've ever felt like your bones creak or your joints are getting stiffer, sesame might be your answer. It helps your body not just become harder, but stronger and more resilient, from the inside out. 4. It lowers inflammation that destroys bone density. One of the most overlooked enemies of your bones is chronic inflammation. It's silent, slow-moving, and destructive, like a fire smoldering under the surface. Over time, this inflammation wears down bone tissue, interrupts bone remodeling, and even leads to accelerated bone loss. And here's where sesame seeds shine once again. These tiny seeds are loaded with antioxidants, especially sesamin and sesamol, two unique compounds that fight oxidative stress and reduce inflammation in the body. They work at the cellular level to calm the immune system, lower inflammation markers, and protect bone cells from premature breakdown. Inflammation often comes from processed foods, sugary snacks, stress, and even aging itself. But when you eat foods like sesame regularly, you give your body the tools to fight back. It's like putting water on that smoldering fire. Research has shown that people with higher antioxidant intake tend to have better bone density scores and a lower risk of fractures. That's because bones aren't just rigid structures, they're living tissue. And they're deeply affected by your immune system, your gut health, and your daily habits. Sesame also contains healthy fats, which help carry fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin K, critical for directing calcium into bones and away from arteries. When combined with its anti-inflammatory power, sesame becomes more than just food. It becomes a shield for your skeletal system. So if you're dealing with joint pain, swelling, or stiffness, your bones may be under inflammatory attack. Sesame offers a gentle, natural way to fight back and reclaim your strength. 5. It's easy to eat daily, no pills, no effort. One of the biggest challenges seniors face when trying to improve their health is consistency. Pills are easy to forget. Supplements often cause side effects. And strict diets can be overwhelming. That's why sesame, especially in the form of tahini, is such a game changer for bone health after 60. Tahini is simply ground sesame seeds turned into a smooth, spreadable paste. It's creamy, rich, and incredibly versatile. You can spread it on toast, swirl it into oatmeal, blend it into smoothies, or mix it into salad dressings. No complicated recipes. No special preparation. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can deliver a powerhouse of bone-building nutrients. And because it's soft and easy to chew, it's perfect for those who have dental issues or difficulty swallowing pills. It's also naturally dairy-free, gluten-free, and plant-based, making it a great option for people with dietary restrictions or lactose intolerance. Some seniors enjoy making a simple sesame shot in the morning. Blend 1 tablespoon of tahini with warm water, lemon juice, and a pinch of cinnamon. It's smooth, satisfying, and a gentle way to start the day. Even sesame seeds on their own can be sprinkled over soups, roasted vegetables, or yogurt. They're small, but mighty, and easy to integrate into your existing meals. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet to see benefits. Just a small, daily step, something you enjoy and look forward to. Because the best health habits are the ones you can stick with. And sesame makes that easy. 6. Bonus: it benefits more than just bones. While we've focused on bones, sesame's benefits don't stop there. In fact, many seniors who start including sesame in their diets report feeling better across the board, not just stronger, but more energized, more mobile, and even more mentally clear. Why? Because sesame supports several key systems in the body. First, its heart protective benefits are well documented. The same compounds that strengthen bones, like magnesium and healthy fats, also help regulate blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Sesame seeds contain polyunsaturated fats that support artery health, reduce LDL cholesterol, and help keep your heart beating strong. Second, sesame is great for digestion. It contains fiber, which helps promote regular bowel movements and supports a healthy gut microbiome. And as more studies confirm, a healthy gut directly influences immunity, brain function, and even mood. Third, sesame supports skin elasticity and joint lubrication thanks to its zinc and anti-inflammatory compounds. This means fewer dry, achy joints and skin that retains more of its youthful texture and resilience. Some even report better sleep quality, as sesame's magnesium content helps regulate sleep hormones and soothe the nervous system. When a single food improves your bones, heart, digestion, joints, and even your sleep, it's no longer just nutrition. It's restoration. That's what makes sesame so powerful. You're not just patching up one problem. You're building up your body in ways that ripple outward, making you feel more whole, more capable, and more alive each day. Now, let's wrap it all together and talk about what this means emotionally, and how to take the first step starting today. Take back control of your body. Let's return to Harold, the man we met at the beginning of this journey. After his hip fracture, he struggled. Every step was cautious. Every move came with a little fear. He no longer trusted his body the way he used to. He was only 72, but he felt 90. But something shifted when Harold decided to take back control, not with medications or more appointments, but with food. A friend recommended he try tahini daily, just a tablespoon or two in his morning oatmeal. He didn't expect much, but he gave it a shot. 6 months later, Harold stood taller. He moved with more confidence. His balance improved. He even returned to gardening, something he thought he had given up for good. And at his next bone scan, his doctor raised an eyebrow. "Whatever you're doing," she said, "keep doing it." That's the kind of power a small, daily change can have. Not overnight. Not dramatic. But steady. Strengthening. Quietly rebuilding from within. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. It doesn't have to mean giving up your independence, your hobbies, or your joy. Yes, your bones change, but that doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you need new tools to support the life you still want to live. And that's what sesame gives you. Not a promise. Not a miracle. But a tool, simple, natural, and accessible. It doesn't require willpower or perfect health. It just asks for a little space at your table each day. You don't need to fear fractures or feel fragile forever. You can take action. And the beauty is, it doesn't require expensive treatments or risky prescriptions. Just real food, with real science behind it. Maybe you've been told that your bone loss is just part of aging. Maybe you've started avoiding stairs or skipping walks because of that little voice of doubt in the back of your mind. If so, I want to remind you of something important. You are still in control. Every bite you choose matters. Every small habit adds up. And the sooner you begin, the stronger your future can be. So if you're sitting there wondering, can something this simple really make a difference? The answer is yes. Not because it's magic, but because your body is always listening. And when you give it what it needs, it responds. Let's rebuild, not just bone, but confidence. Let's choose strength, starting with something as small as a spoonful of sesame. You've come this far. Now let's help your body carry you the rest of the way, with power, with grace, and with the freedom you've earned. Now that you understand the incredible power packed inside something as small as a sesame seed, the next step is simple: start today. Don't wait for your next bone scan to take action. Don't wait until a fall forces you to rethink everything. Let this be the moment you say, "My body deserves better," starting now. If you've never used tahini before, it's time to give it a try. Start small. 1 tablespoon a day is enough to begin feeding your bones the calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and other nutrients they've been quietly craving. You can spread it on whole grain toast, blend it into a smoothie with banana and almond milk, or drizzle it over roasted vegetables. It's rich, nutty, and surprisingly satisfying. You can also experiment with whole sesame seeds, toast them lightly and sprinkle them over salads, oatmeal, or soups. Want a quick and energizing afternoon snack? Mix tahini with a little honey and cinnamon for a delicious dip for apple slices. Simple, tasty, and bone-nourishing. If you're not used to eating fats, don't worry. The fats in sesame are the good kind, unsaturated fats that support not only bones, but also your heart, brain, and joints. This is not a diet, it's a lifestyle habit. One that works with your body, not against it. And remember, nutrition is just one part of the equation. Move your body, get some sunlight, and stay hydrated. These actions, when combined with smart food choices, create a foundation for strength and longevity. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start with one thing, this one thing. A daily spoonful of sesame might seem small, but it's a powerful act of self-care. It says, "I believe in my future." So go ahead, shock your doctor. Not with a prescription, but with progress. Let your next checkup show something remarkable, not decline, but renewal. You've got the knowledge. Now give your bones the fuel they've been waiting for. Let strength become your new normal, one bite at a time. Let's quickly review what we've uncovered today. After age 60, your bones face a quiet but serious threat: loss of density, strength, and flexibility. Many seniors don't realize the problem until a fall or fracture wakes them up to the truth. But there's good news: you're not helpless. The food we revealed, sesame seeds, especially in the form of tahini, is a natural powerhouse for rebuilding bones. It delivers highly absorbable calcium, bone-friendly magnesium and phosphorus, and supports collagen production to make bones more flexible, not brittle. It also fights off inflammation, one of the silent destroyers of bone health. Even better, sesame is easy to use every single day. Just a spoonful in your smoothie, on toast, or mixed into a snack can make a real difference. And the benefits go beyond bones. It supports your heart, joints, digestion, and energy, too. Now it's your turn to act. This isn't just about what's in your pantry. It's about what kind of life you want to lead. Stronger bones mean more freedom, more confidence, and more joy in every step. So choose strength. Start today. And let nature help you build the body that will carry you forward.